We all know that Level Earth Observer is a demonstrable realist. We also know that he couldn't debunk the 50-minute ISS tour, so made out that a finger was moving through some metal in a 2-second segment of the 50-minute video. And we also know that he's a crane operator. So what happens when someone shows him how cranes work on the globe? He implodes, of course. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we get underway with today's Flat Earth Friday, I was reading about how SpaceX have launched a rescue mission for the 2 astronauts stuck in space. A place which Level Earth Observer, of course, does not believe in. And I was reading this story on Ground News, which was actually founded by former NASA engineer called Harleen Kaur, who actually worked on the James Webb Telescope. Now, Ground News combines stories and articles from thousands of outlets, local and national, all in one place, so readers can see the full picture of what's being reported around the world. Now, as you can see here, Ground News shows you any political leanings for each publication, and in this instance we can see that it's mostly centre driven, with 350 total news sources. Now, for every story you get a quick visual breakdown of all the news outlets covering it, their political bias, how factual the source is, which entity owns the source, and which countries are covering the story. You can also click on any of the headlines to read the story from its original source. Now, the best thing, of course, is that you can develop a well-rounded worldview, see every side of every story, with access to international perspectives that are hard to find. So then you can make informed decisions where you can read, watch and share the best information available. So go to ground.news/Simon to stay fully informed on breaking news, compare coverage and avoid media bias. Or subscribe through my link in the description below for 40% off unlimited access if you support the mission and find it as useful as I do. Okay, on with today's video, which as we know is from Level Earth Observer. He's titled the video, "Can Humanity Survive the Globe Earth Theory?" Very interesting indeed. Away we go.
Today we're going to have a quick look at the psychological effects the Globe Earth Theory has on grown adults.
If I say demonstrable realist, I'm pretty sure that you all know who I am referring to. Yes, it's that tower crane operator whom we all have to bear with because, as he so truthfully says, he's got very basic understanding.
Oof, this guy going in early on Level Earth Observer.
One of his key points has...
Oh, vicious. Vicious. You're off to a flying start. Cartoons, insults and misrepresentations. I'm not a flat earther, and yet you've got a space rocket flying around your cartoon with a banner saying flat earthers
always been
are idiots. It's not very nice, is it?
To be fair, Elio, you insult a lot of people too, including me.
that tower cranes should not be able to be still if the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour.
Well, that's not entirely true. My claim is tower cranes would not have the ability to be dead still and plumb if the Earth was a ball with its 4 different speed vectors going on at the same time, like the Globe Earth theorists suggest.
Which of course is a gross misunderstanding of the physics of motion, but let's all carry on, shall we?
And of course there's no demonstrations to suggest the Globe Earth theory is anything but a theory. That is unless, of course, you're going to cite something physical that's going to blow us all away.
These are his words, not mine, as we all know that rotation is not measured in linear speed. So
Who cares how many times a day your ball supposedly rotates?
Well, it's once, isn't it? And we care because you are wrong when you say 1,000 miles per hour. And that is why you're being flippant here, because you know this.
All I'm interested in physical demonstrations that back the claim. That's it.
But your claim of a crane being still and plumb is related to rotation, isn't it? So why would we not tell you that when we're telling you you're wrong?
question is, can a tower crane be still on a rotating planet? Let's have a look. In this animation, we have the Earth with an unusually large crane standing somewhere in England. Suspended from the crane is a wrecking ball. The green arrow shows the direction of pull caused by gravity. Now, if we set the Earth in motion, we see that the ball is jerked because of a force being suddenly applied. As the Earth keeps on rotating, the wrecking ball slowly starts to find its equilibrium.
Watch Level Earth Observer not even acknowledge this and then just bash his animation.
You're going to have to excuse my French here. Our friend here is citing a cartoon demonstration
Told you, and I wrote that before I saw what happened.
as evidence for his physically impossible globe Earth. Think about this. I'm a demonstrable realist. I'm backed up by every physical demonstration on Earth.
Well, you're not. Cavendish goes against you, as does Eratosthenes, as does simply looking at the horizon.
And our mate here is citing a cartoon demonstration as proof that reality is wrong.
No, it's an animation to show you how a crane works on Earth since you can't grasp it in your mind.
This is what the globe Earth theory has done to people. Scary.
While building up inertia. So, if we suddenly stop the motion of the Earth, we see another jerk, but this time in the opposite direction.
Blah, blah, blah. Where's your physical demonstration, cartoon boy?
Classic hand wave dismissal.
So, this demonstrable animation shows that cranes in fact
Demonstrable animation. Stop it.
Do you actually know what demonstrable means? Demonstrable, clearly apparent or capable of being logically proved. This is an animation. It is clearly apparent in what it shows. Therefore, demonstrable animation.
are not bothered by Earth's constant rotation. But we can already hear the screaming from Leo and his fellow idiots that this is just CGI and not reality. So,
Well, it's exactly it. It's a cartoon that's not backed up by any physicality. And that's the whole point. Look at society now. It thinks it stands on the good side of things because it's been told something. But when you ask for a physical demonstration to back up what we've all been told, you get a cartoon.
If you set up a pendulum and attach it to the ceiling of a train, when in constant motion, that pendulum won't move. It's just how it works here on Earth's surface, Level Earth Observer.
let's do a different experiment. If I drop a handful of Lego bricks, they all seem to bounce around, performing all sorts of physics. We can observe stuff like inertia, friction, collisions, and whatnot. But before I even let go of the Lego bricks, you had a pretty good idea of what was about to happen, because this is just reality on display. Or so you think. Because these Lego bricks were created entirely by mathematical formulas. This was rendered using the bullet physics engine, and let me assure you that nowhere in the code will you find any relative density disequilibrium formulas.
Not my claim, young man.
No, but to be fair, most flat earthers do claim that. It's their replacement of gravity. Now, I'm not sure where you stand on that, but I'm assuming you don't think it's real. So if that's the case, you must have a reason as to why things fall.
I'm a demonstrable realist. I do not make claims like that. So we've had cartoons, we've had insults, we've had cartoon rockets with banners with insults on it, we've had misrepresentations. And what we really wanted was a physical demonstration. What did we get? A cartoon. I'll give you a real demonstration. Bear with me.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the crane.
So this is a practical demonstration done by a globe-believing pilot as he tried to prove his belief system with a real physical demonstration. Fair play for having a go. Obviously the results didn't favour his belief system. As you can see, the pendulum is deviating from the plumb.
On a plane. Of course it's going to. I think you're missing the point, which is the pendulum is not moving against the direction of travel, which is what you are insinuating it would do. Those small deviations are from slight movements from the plane in flight.
Just like reality, just like you can test for yourself. And of course, these results prove without a shadow of a doubt the Earth's not a spinning, wobbling, oscillating ball. You certainly couldn't have tower cranes upside down on the other side of the Earth in relation to you, held there, spinning and wobbling and oscillating.
The very fact you said that sentence screams a misunderstanding of how the Earth and gravity works.
The globe believers now will shout gravity as their last dying saviour. The problem is, gravity in the way, I don't believe the heliocentric story is attached to the way reality presents itself to us, but I use the word gravity. Gravity can be overcome by a gentle breeze. Therefore, demonstrably, it's not man enough to make the globe Earth theory a reality.
Again, you clearly do not know enough. Yes, a gentle breeze can overcome gravity when it comes to, say, a leaf. But a gentle breeze cannot help an elephant overcome gravity, can it? That's because mass matters.
I'm sorry if these demonstrable simplistic truths trouble you. Don't blame me. Blame the education system and the people that are continuing to try to tell you that reality is exactly the opposite to what can be tested and verified by all. Look what this globe Earth theory has done to society. We've got grown adults now citing cartoon demonstrations of proof of their bizarre belief system.
That was not proof of the globe. It was an explanation specifically for you to show you how cranes work on Earth.
And they're putting aside the fact that we can test and verify with real physical demonstrations, not cartoons, that the belief system we've all been taught, the globe, is utter nonsense. Have a good one, everyone.
Yes, and yourself, Elio, but alas, it appears you've once again missed the point. Well, there we go. Another Flat Earth Friday, all done and dusted. As usual, let me know in the comments below what you thought of Level Earth Observer's performance there. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It is appreciated as always. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the thumbs up button too. Just enough time to once again thank Ground News for sponsoring today's video. Go to ground.news/Simon to stay fully informed on breaking news, compare coverage and avoid media bias, or subscribe through my link in the description to sign up for 40% off unlimited access. I've been Simon Dan, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another Saturday session. See you then.